But that's why I've been saying for a long time, 28-10, I think he could do it. And every now and then he can do that.
Well, Superman is in the building.
Don't you say it.
Oh.
I'm feeling it tonight.
You always say that.
Okay, then we're gonna see what you got since last time we met up.
Oh, I got a lot. I'm ready to show the world.
Can't wait. See you out there.
The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. And it's back to Miami for the Heat at the conclusion of today's game. They blow through the treacherous Texas Triangle, always a dangerous part of the schedule.
And when you look at Miami, what a start to the season it's been for them. I mean, it has taken them no time to find that rhythm. They have looked fantastic from day one.
And, Greg, we knew they had potential, but thought it would take a while. What's been surprising is how quickly they've made it happen.
So here's Miami's starting group. Deng and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Clutch out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Whiteside in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Clutch, defended by Chalmers. Clutch buries it from three-point range.
For three.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers. Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Clutch. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Bosh, no one around him. And again, Miami with the triple.
For three.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And he gets it to go.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Right side of screen. No good from Clutch.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now, here's Chalmers. An 11-point game for him in the win against Portland. Howard, good.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Chalmers kicks to Howard. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Clutch. 8 points for him. Hands it from downtown. Clutch has got 11 points.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 22-point game against Portland.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
The shot by Wade, no good.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Here is Harden. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, I was able to catch
catch up with the head coach of the Rockets just a moment ago. The phrase superstar gets tossed around the league a lot these days, but that is how he described Dwayne Wade. He said that D. Wade's the guy we'll be giving the most attention to because he can function either as a playmaker or a scorer, saying no matter what he chooses to do, he can hurt you. We have to be ready for everything. Easier said than done, guys.
Thanks, Doris. The lead pushed to double digits. 14 points for Freak.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Greg, that's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Rockets Power Dancers.
And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. In second, the Rockets.
I mean, terrific rim. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And a new group in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade.
Over the last 10 games, as we look at the Rockets, this is how they compare to the rest of the league. 3rd in rebounding, 4th in second chance points, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And you look at their ferocious rebounding. They're imposing their will, and you can see the results. Their physicality is yielding tremendous dividends.
And good on the basket. Book it.
They haven't been able to stifle them defensively here.
No, to the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Beverly. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. The Heat leading by 11. Here's Clutch. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Beverly, the pass to Booker. On the wing, Brewer. With the teardrop, no good. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. Heat have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Booker. Here's Capella. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And I tell you what, I don't see any sign of them slowing down.
Here's Clutch. And again, Miami with the triple.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Houston's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Miami ahead. They finish off the first quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
Sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotation and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Howard. And it's Capella in at the four-man position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Houston making a switch here. Beasley's checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Luol Deng is checked in for Winslow. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks got the job done. He ended up with 44 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
Ariza with it. Wade picks him up. Screen by Howard. Ariza goes in. The Rockets with another miss. The Heat leading by 11. Wade dishes to Dang.
Houston foul called.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Patrick. Look at that jam.
Michael Beasley.
Just beautiful.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Bosh, a screen on Ariza. Look from Bosh, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Bosh. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Here's Clutch. The 17-footer goes down. Clutch has got 23. Rockets trail by 14. There's the pass to Harden, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
And the Heat making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Now here's Harden. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Here's Clutch. Cannot hit. Good D by Ariza.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
And that one's good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Clutch the pass away. Here's Clutch. Ariza covering. Clutch gets the three-pointer to fall. Clutch has got 29.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
Harden inside the three-point line. Misses off the left iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Rockets trail by 14. Now Chalmers. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Screen by Howard. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Harden.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
No good from Clutch.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And it's Ariza in the corner. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Ariza's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Miami calls timeout. Okay, fans, put your hands together for
And now the 2K leaderboard, a list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. The Rockets fourth.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
2 minutes.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in. Booker comes in for Michael Beasley. Corey Brewer's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for James Harden.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Moore against Richardson. And Moore kicks to Booker. Here's Chalmers. It's tipped. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body. So some free throws coming up right now. The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. So we can't get either to fall. The Heat leading by 14. Here's Clutch. And again, Miami with the triple.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
There's the screen. And Chalmers kicks to Capella. And the rejection by Stoudemire. Here's Clutch. Good on the three-point shot. Clutch has got 35 in the game.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
Brewer's shot is off.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Johnson the screen. Here's Clutch, defended by Chalmers. Here's Clutch. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Clutch has got 37.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. I mean, don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more impressive.
Another miss by Houston.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Heat out front, running away with it. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I've got...
Okay, fans, put your hands
first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, how about all of the assists he's had already in the first half? Got his team a lot of easy baskets.
He's got great vision, Greg, and he's not afraid to get rid of it early. That's what makes him such a great passer. He doesn't hold on to that thing. He finds the open guy right away.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Miami, Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside, and it's Clutch in at the point guard. Here's Clutch following the score by Houston. Wade, right side. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Clutch. The second chance effort. No good from Wade.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
It's Harden with the drive. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the...
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Rockets trail by 20. And Chalmers kicks to Beasley. For 3. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Beasley. And that's 11 points for James Harden.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
No good from Clutch.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Chalmers. Passes to Howard. Shoots off the screen, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Howard's got 6 points.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Whiteside, the pass to Clutch. Doubled by Howard. The feed to Dang. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
In a tough league like the NBA, here's where Miami sits right now in the league rankings. First in free throw percentage. First in fewest turnovers a game. And they're number 1 in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
And you look at their ranking, tops in free throw percentage. I think it speaks to their focus and discipline as a team. They look to capitalize on every mistake.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through James Harden. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Talk about great numbers for Clutch. He's got 39 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
Yeah, I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
And the second free throw, good. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Beasley the screen. It's tipped and stolen by Whiteside. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Cranes the jumper to finish the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end steals fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Took him no time at all on that one. Clutch has got 43 points.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Harden kicks to Beverly. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Got it. Nice one there from Clutch. Clutch has got 45 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Beverly dishes to Harden. Back to Beverly. And it's Miami with the rebound. Bosh has got his third rebound tonight. Here's Clutch. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Rockets trail by 19. Beverly with the ball. To the inside. Good D by Wade. Here's Clutch. From deep. The Rockets pull it in. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Harden the pass to Beverly. High post Howard working on Bosh. They set the pick. Houston moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Beasley. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. And for Houston, they're shooting around 41% on the night. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then there's Howard. Then there's Chalmers. And it's Capella in at the power forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Ariza with the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Harden kicks to Capella. And Whiteside sends it back. Miami leading by 19 points. Here's Clutch. His three-pointer's off the mark. Ariza outside from the arc. Cannot hit. And it's Miami the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Whiteside a screen. Clutch. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Clutch has got 48.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Chalmers dishes to Harden. Another miss by Houston. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Clutch. Offensive rebound. And the jam by Whiteside.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Clutch. Off the mark and a bad shot there.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Now, here's Chalmers. D right on him. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Luol Deng is checked in for Miami. Here's Clutch. Bosh a screen on Ariza. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And that's now 9 points for Chris Bosh.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now, here's Chalmers. Clock at 6. Inside, Howard. And it's sent back by Bosh. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. From deep. No good from Clutch.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
The 3 from Harden. The Rockets with another miss. Miami leading by 23. Outside Bosh. Pass to Clutch. Whiteside a screen. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Capella. Rockets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Chalmers with it. Now guarded by Clutch. And Chalmers kicks to Harden. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got 6 assists in the game. The Heat have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Here's Clutch. The three-pointer, no good. Rockets trail by 21. Takes the 3. And James Harden, good for 3. Harden's got 12 points in just the second half.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
Here's Clutch. From deep. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 11 rebounds in the game. Capella, the pass to Harden. And the layup's good off the glass.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about patience. Patience.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for the Rockets. And Miami also making a switch. Wade, he's checked in for Richardson. Here's Clutch. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Here's Clutch.
Here with the lead, they'd really like to finish this team off. But they just haven't knocked down the three-pointers at the same percentage that they did in the first half here in the second. So we'll see what happens going forward. Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
2 minutes.
Wade against Chalmers. And here's Harden for 3. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. And that's now 21 points for James Harden. The Heat leading by 13. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Bosch misses. Houston's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Harden dishes to Ariza. Lets it go from deep. Chalmers' shot is no good.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Here's Clutch. Bosch, the screen. Here's Clutch. Miami no good on that time either.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now. Harden doing it all. He's got 21 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
Here's Clutch.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Miami.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
Absolutely. I mean, they had this day circled on the calendar for redemption. I mean, you never want to lose 2 games and be swept. And it can be harder in an East-West game than playing against teams in your own conference. So this is a big win for them.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Clutch. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Here is Harden following the basket by Chris Bosh. And here's Chalmers from the arc. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Clutch. Up and in on the layup. Clutch has got 52 points.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
And the basket by Chalmers.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Nothing going down low on the shot from Clutch. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, you absolutely torched them from the outside tonight. Did you feel like you could hit from just about anywhere on the court?
As weird as this sounds, at this point, I gotta say yes. Sometimes you just get so in the zone, you feel everything coming off your hands is going in. I got to that point tonight, and I hope I can find it again sometime soon.
Well done. Kevin, a young man always looking for more.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark, Craig, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
One thing that stood out to me was his contribution from deep. We know he can hit the three ball, but we saw him do a lot more damage than normal. And that really opened up the game.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again.